Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Azzhara Nabila. I'm from 5BB class. Now I want to explain about tools of data collection. So let's get started. So here's the table of contents that I want to explain. First is questionnaires, second interviews, and third is observation. Okay, let's start from the questionnaires. A questionnaire is a research instrument that consists of a set of questions or other types of prompts that aims to collect information from a respondent. A research questionnaire is typically a mix of those closed-ended questions and open-ended questions. Open-ended long-form question offer the respondent the ability to elaborate on their thoughts. Okay, here's the questionnaire examples. First is customer satisfaction questionnaire. This type of research can be used in any situation where there's an interaction between a customer and an organization. Second is product use satisfaction questionnaire. This allows you to collect customer preference about the types of products they enjoy or want to see on the market. Third is company communications evaluation questionnaire. Unlike the other examples, a company communication evaluation looks at internal and external communications. It can be used to check if the policies of the organizations are being enforced across the board, both with employees and clients. Okay, next is advantages of a well-designed questionnaire. First, with a survey questionnaire, you can gather a lot of data in less time. Second, there's less chance of any bias scraping if you have a standard set of questions to be used to your target audience. You can apply logic to questions based on the respondent's answer, but the questionnaire will remain standard for a group of respondents that fall in the same segment. 3. Surveying online survey software is quick and cost-effective. It offers you a rich set of features to design, distribute, and analyze the response data. 4. It can be customized to reflect your brand voice, thus it can be used to reinforce your brand image. 5. The response can be compared with the historical data and understand the shift in respondents' choices and experience. 6. Respondents can answer the questionnaire without revealing their identity. Also, many survey software complies with significant data security and privacy regulations. And next is questionnaire can be administered or distributed in the following forms. First is online questionnaire, second telephone questionnaire, third in-house questionnaire, and fourth mail questionnaire. So let's go to the second topic is interviews. Interviews are used to collect data from a small group of subjects on a broad range of topics. You can use structured or unstructured interviews. Structured interviews are comparable to a questionnaire with the same questions in the same order for each subject and with multiple choice answer. Okay, the characteristic of qualitative research interview. First is interview are completed by the interviewer based on what the interviewee says to be confirmed and done. Second, interviews are a far more personal form of research than questionnaires. 3. In the personal interview, the interviewer works directly with the interviewee. 4. Unlike with small surveys, the interviewer has the opportunity to probe or ask follow-up questions. 5. Interviews are generally easier for the interviewee, especially if what is sought are opinions or impressions. 6. Interviews are time-consuming and resource-intensive. 7. The interview is considered a part of the measurement instrument and has to be well trained in how to respond to any contingency. Interviews provide an opportunity of face-to-face interaction between two persons, hence they reduce conflicts. So here is the advantages and disadvantages of interviews. So the advantages: qualitative interviewing has many advantages. Possibly the greatest advantage of qualitative interviewing is the depth of detail from the interviewee. Interviewing participants can paint a picture of what happened in a specific event, tell us their perspective of such event, as well as give other social cues such as voice intonation, body language, etc. Another advantage of qualitative interviewing is what it can give to the readers of academic journals and papers. And the disadvantages: qualitative interviewing is not a perfect method for all types of research. It does have its disadvantages. First, there can be complication with the planning of the interview. Not only is recruiting people for interviews hard due to the typically personal nature of the interview planning, where to meet them and when can be difficult. Participants can cancel or change the meeting place at the last minute. So here's the types of interview. First is informal conversational interview. And the second is standardized open-ended interview, and the third is general interview guide approach, and the last is closed fixed response interview. So let's go to the last topic, is observation. Observation is a way of gathering data by watching behavior events or noting physical characteristic in their natural setting. So observation has advantages and disadvantages. The advantages of observation is 1. Observation lets researchers view and test a hypothesis in the real world, making it less hypothetical than other data collection methods. And 2. Observation allows researchers to create and observe actual situation. For example, instead of using data to try and predict what will happen when consumers pass a large product display, observation can gather actual results. 3. Observation is ideal for situations in which nonverbal communication is important for complete research. 4. Observation provides a more reliable measurement of actual behavior than self-reported metrics. And the disadvantages of observation is 1. Observational research can include a high degree of researcher's bias. The observer is human, and his or her subconscious opinions or bias can affect the analysis. 2. Observation can be heavily dependent on interpretation. 3. Some forms of observational research don't always return an accurate demographic sample. And the last is observation often only tells one part of the story. Observing action tells a researcher what people choose to do, but it doesn't tell why they choose to do it. Okay, here's the types of observational roles. First is complete observer. This is detected observer where the researcher is neither seen nor noticed by participants. And the second, observer as participant. Here the researcher is known and recognized by the participants, and in many cases the participants know the research goals of the observer. Third, participant as observer. Here, the researcher is fully engaged with the participant. She is more of a friend or colleague than a neutral third party. While there is full interaction with participants, they still know that this is a researcher. 4. Complete participant. This is a fully embedded researcher, almost like a spy. Here, the observer fully engaged with the participants and partakes in their activities. Okay, I think That's all from my presentation from meeting A. Thank you for watching and see you on the next video. Bye.